What's going on, y'all? So you guys know what it is, right? Another pony spanking episode. As I said, if you want to keep making me content, I'd rather focus on other stuff. But hey, I don't mind either, because I enjoy doing this. Then keep the train going because the world loves it. People on this channel enjoying the entertaining aspects of me slamming y'all and making y'all look like morons in front of thousands of people every day. So by all means, please keep doing it. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. All right, so let's start off with the bottom of this comment thread because that's like over 50 plus. We're gonna get this right out the way. Starting off with PMP, an idiot. I'm gonna highlight all this right here. We ready for this? Well, you know what? We could bring it up right here if it's not gonna show the rest of that. This is what this idiot said. Remember, we're on this thread right here. He says, "LOL, that's funny coming from an Xbox glazer who takes screenshots of someone's PC specs." Guys, tell me where I did that. I'd swear this guy is like 13 years old or something, mentally, and tries to pass off as his own. Well, don't worry, we're gonna fix that again for him. Bro, you stay salty, AF, cause people aren't buying those trash Xboxes. Okay. All the quick resume and best value in gaming, not gonna do anything to change the writing on the wall. Keep coping and trying to slander PlayStation, 75 million plus sold, and a preferred platform for developers showed that you're wasting your time and need a hug from Daddy Phil. PlayStation hurt you bad, huh? Quit posting those fake PSN trophies too. They're not my guy. They're not yours, you mean? Let's be honest for a change, okay? All right. Are we ready for this? I think I am. We know he's dumb, right? Here we go. Switched over to my PlayStation profile. Now, as I do this, let's go ahead and remember my picture right here, right? I am my real name, King Woody, right there, right? The Byakuya Kuchiki picture. Going down right here. We see the 56 Platinums, right? My recent game, Sonic Frontiers. Now, guys, hold on a second. Let's go over to my Twitter right here. What's that? Same thing. 56 Platinums. What was my last Platinum? Hey, he can't cope, by the way, because it's just too much for him. He couldn't imagine somebody being that good at games. He just doesn't know who he's talking to. Yeah, you know what I mean? What's going on, man? Shut your punk ass up. Let's help him out a little bit more here, y'all. Let's go back over here. Man, this guy's finding that hard to cope, isn't he? You're coping hard, aren't you, man? Just keep staring. God of War Ragnarok. Got that this year. 100%. Yeah, let's go down here. Stellar Blade. You see, because I'm a gamer over here. Unlike you ponies that are actually ponies, I'll game you massively, and you're supposed to be diehard PlayStation fanboys. What's going on, man? Right, Helldivers 2 right there. Mm-hmm. Days Gone, another PlayStation exclusive, 100%. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, but underrated game. Like I told you, I get to the top at everything. When I got this, it was like 0.3% in the world. This is what I do with everything. You're gonna see this too much that you're gonna be coping. Ghost of Tsushima, Platinum. Final Fantasy 16, one of the first people in the world to get this. Still only 4.3%. I had that all the way back in 2023 summer. It was like 0.2%. I was one of the first people in the world to get that Platinum. Didn't play the DLC. I'll get to it one day. Ratchet and Clank. Who are you talking to? Platinum. Last of Us Part 2, PlayStation game begin. Show me what you got. You see when the top people know to get that? All Spider-Man games, Platinum. Resident Evil 4? Oh, no, you ain't doing this. You don't got the skill to do it. You don't know what it takes to do this. Capcom added a pay method because it was too hard for people. I had my Platinum. Ben had it. See? 2023. April 11th. That was early. You're not ready for that, PMP. You can't do that. I know you can't. You don't have the skills to do that. Horizon, you know what I mean? All these Sony games, all of them are platinums. Borderlands. You see, it's always 5% and under with me. Yeah, I didn't even platinum the Anthem, 0.6%. Bro, you know what I had? This was 0.1%. I like the game, they just fucked it up, you know what I mean? But yeah, what do you gotta say, man? God of War? Platinum, 4.5%. You don't have the skills to do that. Monster Hunter World, look at that, 1.1%. Even now, and I had that all the way back in 2018. Do you know that I was in the 0.1% bracket? What's going on, man? My controller, my PlayStation. Yeah, I was in the Wilds beta, and I played it on my PC too. Sonic Frontiers installed right here. I could do it. Death Stranding, you know, beat that too this year. Stellar Blade still on my dashboard. Yeah, man, what do you got to say? You're not a gamer. My Xbox gamer score, 122,000 gamer score. All right, so we're done here. Let's get back onto the screen. Don't ever open your mouth again. Actually, I don't even know why you still come on the thread, because you're just going to get embarrassed, man. Same thing with the Michael Diaz person. I got another video to slam that idiot because he shouldn't have opened his mouth. So let's go take a look at my PC. I take a screenshot. This is my PC. How are you going to screenshot this, right? Let's go to the NVIDIA. Yeah, I'm on the Xbox app right here. Actually, let's do that too. We ready for this? View profile. Playing Avowed, yeah, right? 122,548 gamer score. You're just not ready for that, man. No, it's a lot for you to take in because you know you just don't game like that. Video, home, system, G-Sync, LG 4K monitor right here, and then my OLED screen right here with G-Sync on. Dual screen monitor right here, right? That's why I can even grab this from over here and bring it over there. Yeah, you know what I mean? Go off the screen. You see me doing that. My rig, like I said I had, Ryzen 9 8945. I've shown it. 32 gigabytes of RAM, 6400 megahertz, 1 terabyte SSD, 2 monitors right here, RTX 4070. It's the video app. The video app is showing you that. If you don't, you probably on consoles, you don't even know what this means, right? You're too stupid. Which kind of makes sense to me. So I wouldn't be surprised. So let's get back to this. Shut your punk ass up. Don't you ever say anything again. Someone there trying to call me a fraud and a liar. What the hell is wrong with you? Why would I do that for? Do I look like you? You want that to be real so you can cope. Can't believe he's that good at gaming. Yeah, I was #1 in the world in Gears of War. Mm-hmm. Unreal Tournament. Mm-hmm. One of the top players in the MMOs I play. Just like on Phantasy Star, billionaire on there on every one that I've played. Final Fantasy 14, top of the raids on all of those when I used to play. It's okay, bro. Cope. Because you're not a real gamer. You're just sitting here commenting all day, and you probably go on Twitter like most ponies. You don't game. You saw that 1.1% on Monster Hunter, and that you know it's been out since 2008. Yeah, you know it's 0.1% when I had it. What I need to make it up for, right there in front of your face. So let's start all the way up here. Look at this, y'all. He says the success of a Valve AAA game from Microsoft. Looking at the Steam charts, do you think like this is how dumb this guy is? Why are you trying to measure the success of a Valve based off of what's going on Steam when that game is mostly played on Game Pass and also can be played on the Blizzard Store and the Xbox aspect as well? I don't understand how you think that means that's all the players that are playing the game. It's a solid game. I've been playing it. It's a good game too. Like I like the game, and all you people do is talk about stuff, but you don't play. I want to hear from somebody that has experience that's actually honest about things, like myself. See what I mean? Not you, who's a fraud, just trying to want to say something to make something look a certain way, even though it was shown to be #1 in all those regions. And Game Pass is not really hurting itself. The only thing that hurt it was that guy running his damn mouth. the art director. But other than that, the game will still launch on PlayStation. It'll go on Switch too, and it'll still sell well, and the numbers are still going to look good in the long term because it's a good game. I would know. So there are currently more active players playing Skyrim. Skyrim's not on Game Pass, and that's not true. Worldwide, Avowed definitely has probably a couple million people playing across Game Pass on PC and Xbox, across Steam worldwide and everywhere else. But you can't see all those total numbers because they're not available for you. But it's pretty obvious to see that. All you got to do is just really look at the top played games on Game Pass. Microsoft will come out and get the numbers eventually on players that played the game. Game has been remastered more than Last of Us, has currently more active players, which, like I said, active people that are actually playing the game across the world, you don't have those numbers on Game Pass. You're trying to come in here sound like you're smart when everybody can go and just read the metrics themselves. Just shut up, you're an idiot. So, anyways, that's usually because there's no competition for them. A little common sense can go a long way, which you don't have, because you're trying to make a statement in a skewed sense rather than how many people actually purchased the game on Steam. That doesn't mean that's how many people are playing it. That's just how many people are choosing to hit the play button. It's like Steam can have on 35, 40 million people, but only like 7 million are actually playing. And Valve could have sold 1 million copies on PC, but yet only 15, 20,000 people, 25,000 are playing. That could be possible. I don't know. I need to get the actual numbers to see that. But what I do know is a ton of people are playing it on Game Pass. And that it was #1 on Steam across all the charts that were shown. You can't make that up. It's right there in front of your face. But of course, you want to try to make it seem a certain way. Here it goes. You will find out that this guy is a fraud. A fraud about what? 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 That I'm a better gamer than you? That I'm more intelligent than you? That I'm better looking than you? That you're just a loser to try to pretend that you worked in a gaming industry? You are a fraud. This guy really tried to pretend like he worked in the gaming industry. You're going to see this in either the video after this or the video before this that I'm going to be launching. You guys will figure this out. This guy is fake as hell. So, anyways, keep being a loser, trying to show for Sony and being fake. It's almost like most people are playing Avowed on Game Pass on PC too. Like I am, right here. Who cares about Spider-Man 2? Oh yeah, what's your excuse for Spider-Man 2? Barely doing any better and wasn't on a subscription service on PC. Bam, that's a good statement, right? But look at what he says. Who cares about Spider-Man 2? Oh, you're trying to dodge it? You see what I mean? Who's the fraud here? You don't want to face reality. All you want to do is come to bash Xbox. You're the typical pony, rainbow canceled, ball licking loser on the internet who sits there commenting all day on somebody else's page because you're not on stage, you have no subs, you're another backseat loser, and you're trying to come here and say Google one-on-one statements that everybody and their mom can see, that even somebody in elementary school can see, who actually probably has a higher IQ than you, they can understand what a good game is. They'll have fun playing it. Teach them how to play it. Let Sony's fanboys worry about Spider-Man. No, you're a Sony fanboy. You need to worry about Microsoft games. Why do I need to worry about Microsoft, a trillion-dollar company? Why would I ever worry about Microsoft? This is why Xbox is failing people like you. How can Microsoft really fail, to be honest with you? They have their games everywhere. Satya Nadella's taking over. They're gonna be they made more operating income than Sony did. You wanna know why? Because it's off of their services. They're smart. They have the future ahead. And even then, why would I worry about a $1 trillion company? Why? For what? What's that going to do for me? I'm just over here doing what I do. Anyways, so you can bring in your little likes, but that doesn't mean anything because it's not going to be the amount of likes that I get for being genuine and intelligent. And you trying to come in here and act like you're not a pony because you just want to come in and bash the Xbox brand, but want to know who cares about Spider-Man 2. I don't know about that. Sony definitely cares. Okay. And this is what I said. I wouldn't pay attention to Diaz, right? He is not that bright and is a pony. He is also a fraud who tries to act like he was in the industry. He did, but he's stupid, so it's pretty obvious he wasn't. How's Xbox failing besides you weirdo saying it is? It's making more money than Sony, releasing more games than Sony. Only thing PlayStation has is console sales. Exactly. LOL, probably the only reason why you remember me is because you actually looked up what I said about exclusives last time you found out I was right. Why would I need to look up anything about what you say? I don't need you to tell me anything. I'm way smarter than you, 100,000 times brighter than you. You're looking at the sunlight over here. You're dog shit. I'm the sunlight. You know, that's how it works over here. Shut up and sit down. Just like how right now you look at Steam charts before making your videos. This guy really thinks that he can predict what I do. No, I do not. You find out that I'm right again. What are you right about? You can't see. You're actually pretty stupid if you want me to be honest about it. But please, I'm begging you, fix your camera. What's wrong with my camera? You still do it every time you think you make a point where PlayStation pad. What are you typing here? An Xbox good? You tilt back and we see up your nostrils. Stupid. And you'll understand in a couple years from now when Microsoft no longer makes consoles. Phil Spencer said they're making another console and he still wants to make it in the 30s. You see how dumb this guy is? He's one of these people that likes to recite stuff that other people say, comes in and parrots it and acts like he's intelligent and that he's right. And all he's doing is being fake, holding on to what stuff he sees online in his left brain hemisphere, which isn't that smart to begin with. And then he just projects it out onto the screen, onto my YouTube comment section. And then he tries to act like he's smart, but he's speaking somebody else's information. It's not knowledge, it's just information. And then he thinks that that makes him smart. Did you just make it over here into the USA, bro, or something? Okay. So, you'll understand in a couple years from now, when Microsoft no longer makes consoles, so Microsoft's not making another console guy in a few years. Sarah Bond said it. Satya said it. Phil said it. We even got leaks about Xbox Prime, right? And how it's going to be one of the biggest generational leaps. And he makes this statement. You're going to see this again in the other video. No exclusives. Oh, really? They don't have any exclusives? Okay. Publishing games on competing platforms. So is Sony. Very poor console sales, and the head of Xbox, Phil, is no longer even trying to convert people from competing platforms to the Xbox ecosystem. Phil Spencer said that, by the way. You see what I mean? He took what Phil Spencer said, and he's coming on the page. He's bundling that all together. It's how good I am at reading people. I know how it works. And then he tries to make the statement. What does that tell you? Like, he thinks he's smart. He's just a parrot, parroting stuff and bundling it together as if it's his own and trying to present it like he's intelligent. You messed up, man. You're doing this to somebody who's way brighter than you can imagine. In a couple of years, when Xbox is fully a platform and not just a console, they'll still be the biggest publisher in the world. This guy right here is right. With Nintendo, they'll still be the biggest in cloud gaming. He's right. And they'll license the Xbox operating system to the other manufacturers so that the Xbox hardware and consoles are everywhere. Because they might be getting that Steam hybrid option, being able to play PlayStation games and day-and-date PC games. They're not coming to Xbox. They may grab GOG. They may grab Epic Games Storefront. They'll be innovating their hardware to be totally different from PlayStation's, like consoles should be. And having all the other sections that are really good. Content services, digital stream, cloud, pro consumer, free online, because they'll probably remove that restriction, and that'll be them giving it all they have and to see what they'll do. And it's not about them trying to outsell Sony, but still at least being able to sell 40 to 55 million, maybe 60 if they do so well in consoles. And they'll have all the other categories that they're beating Sony in, because they beat them in the monopoly game. They beat them in the publishing game. They're gonna be making more money than them too, and Sony's gonna have no choice but to try to put their games closer and closer to PC to compete, and try to put some of their games on a Nintendo platform, because they're both third-party publishers. Nintendo's going to be the only one that's not going to be able to do that, and they're going to break all the records. Watch. When the Switch 2 launches, they're breaking the launch record. They're going to shatter the record that Sony tried to do with the PS5. Watch how Nintendo blows past that. We already seen their software numbers. I showed you guys this multiple times. They're going to literally dump on the PlayStation 5. And they're not going to be able to handle it. PC gaming is going to continue to grow. Microsoft's going to get better. They're going to outpublish Sony. Nintendo's going to outbeat them in every category like they did with the Switch 1. because we're going to have the biggest carryover in gaming history. There's going to be people that want to get it too because now it has the performance that they wanted to have. Just watch. Watch how this all plays out in the long term. These people are short-sighted. They only see into that bracket like it's 2007 and hardware still matters the most. Digital ain't really even here and it's still in the blockbuster era. They have not woke up to this current present reality and they can't see 10, 15 years down the line. Microsoft's not in trouble. They're in a really good position because they have what it takes when people turn on that TV and you don't even need PC hardware in the future. And it's all going to be like the NVIDIA app where everything's streamed. You just need a controller. Sony ain't going to have their hardware cells then. They're not going to have third-party vampiring tactics because you ain't going to be able to do that off of your hardware. It's going to be, what do you have to do? What do you have to show? Show me your in-house. Show me why I want to sign up for your service over Microsoft's or Nintendo's or Sega's and all these other, subscription service they'll be there. Rockstar have their GTA stuff. But you guys kind of get the idea here. So this guy, like this is a long thread. I'm not going to go down all of this, but you guys get the point right here. Let's even go down here a little bit. Let's go farther down. Joe comes up in here too, and this is what he says. How ironic you're talking about us. We should be worried about Microsoft games, but yet you should be worried about PlayStation games. But you care so much about Microsoft games that is very ironic. And you see what I mean? Sony canceled all those games. Like Microsoft has way more games than them. They're going to be putting more games. There's even statements being said by PlayStation websites. Microsoft's going to be putting more games on PlayStation than Sony this year. Why are you sitting here telling us we should be worried about Microsoft? For what? I'm on this high-end PC. I own everything. I have a Series X right there too still, even though, because I like to support consoles, and I'm going to have my Switch too. Why would I be worried about Xbox? It doesn't make any sense to me. And they're making a handheld. But yet they're just only going to be a third-party publisher. People say the dumbest stuff to me sometimes. Like, it's like, can you read? I wonder if you can. I don't think you can. So that's pretty much it on this. This is a long video. Well, maybe not to y'all. Some people want to have this stuff going for 30, 40 minutes. But this is long enough for me. So let me know what y'all think. You can come on here and read this thread if you want. This is the video that I did about PlayStation fanboys are coping hard on Xbox 2025 success. The war's not over. It just begun, because I explained that there's going to be, when a hardware war ends, because that war doesn't really mean much because they're not making much money. It's going to be about a digital war, a publishing war, a stream war, a cloud war, pro-consumer war, all those sorts of things. Who could do better at that? And we know that future is here now, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So that's kind of the focus here now. Not still sitting here getting stuck on hardware. It's not the future. Obviously, Microsoft needs to improve their hardware sales. Everybody knows that. It's like everything you sit here and try to say about the Xbox brand, we've heard for 10 years in a row. Now Sony's turn to get criticized, but yet you want to ignore that and come and still mass project onto the Xbox brand because you can't cope with reality. It's pretty obvious you're just ponies. Get Sony's balls and dick out of your mouth. All right, y'all. Peace out. Ponies, sit down.